the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, ready?
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there was plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this is caught by Watkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
18, fight in.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Now he's loose down the left sideline, inside the 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He's got the 1st down and more. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the option, it'll be Hurts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. On the out route, he finds Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Look at 19.
They go play action with Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. Well, no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Check, contact, check, contact.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts under pressure. They got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to 60. 19 Lions.
Throwing is Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In motion left is Watkins.
60 Maverick.
Throwing again on second down.
Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Here we go. 18 rattle.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Check smash. Left in 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
18 Cardinal.
Here's Swift.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
One more time with Swift.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
So I kind of Kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. This is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Actually, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up, and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. They'll run left with Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 13.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Swift.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Seven Pirates, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They're going to look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Penny. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, Cash. Hey, Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts over the middle. He's got Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. In motion left is Watkins.
On 1st down, Hurts.
But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Here's Dak.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Now Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.